Sometimes our anxiety and negative thoughts are a result of never having addressed our shadow self or our inner child. I'm Bridget Hart, coach, business consultant, and blossoming mystic. I hope that you enjoy the content I'm about to bring you today, and don't forget to subscribe down below, like the video, and leave me a comment because this is all about interacting with you. So this is the 5th video in a series I'm doing about how to stop letting anxiety and negative thoughts ruin your life. For the last 2 times, I've been talking about how we prioritize self and make sure that we are loving on ourselves well. Click above to watch any of the previous videos, including the last 2 about self. First, when I talked about self, I talked about boundaries and how important it is that we keep our boundaries where they need to be in our lives, in a place that's going to give us success, but not keep us too tied in. Next, I talked about how we need to focus on knowing what our strengths are and utilizing our strengths in our day-to-day life so that we can really feel that fulfillment and have that decrease in our anxiety and negative thinking. This week, I'm talking about something a little bit tougher, which is shadow work. Some people like to call this your inner child as well. I remember the first time I heard about my inner child and shadow work, and I really felt like, I'm not sure that applies to me. I mean, my life has been pretty easy. I haven't gone through that much stuff, and I think I'm fine. I don't really think I have a lot of dark side. I'm pretty just nice and bubbly and happy, right? I was wrong. I was so wrong. Oh, was I wrong? Here's the thing. We all have a shadow side and we all have an inner child. All of us were a child at one point, right? And really all of us have suffered traumas of some sort or another. It could be neglect traumas. It can be actual abuse traumas. There's a lot of different types of traumas that might have happened to you and that have happened to me in my life. And the thing is that as adults, we now have the capacity to look back on those traumas and those unpleasant events with new eyes, with new understanding, and with a new ability to really process through some of those things. A lot of times when things happen to us as children, we process them as a child would. And children really are very focused in on self. And so kind of the long-term result of that is a lack of love for self. We blame ourselves for the trauma we go through as children. And then as we grow older, we're still blaming ourselves, even if it's subconscious at some point. So the solution to this is to dig into your shadow self and dig into some inner child work. I'm gonna give you a quick little tool here that I use and that has been helpful to me to begin this process. And then I will definitely recommend that therapy, as always, is super helpful, super beneficial for this process, and is probably a great container for you to kind of dig up and walk through some of the things that you might have experienced as a child. So when I'm working with a client and I see that there's some inner child work that needs to be done, I typically recommend this simple activity. Go find a photo of yourself at an age where you felt very innocent and beautiful and wonderful. Whatever age that was, see if you can find a photo of yourself at that age and pull it out, put it in front of yourself. For the next 3 days at least, but really a week would be even better, I want you to have that photo in front of you as much as possible. Make it your screensaver on your phone, or put it on your steering wheel in your car, or up on your desk, somewhere that you will really see it a lot of times. And as you look at this photo of yourself as a child, I want you to start talking to you. I want you to ask yourself, how are you doing? I want you to tell yourself a little bit about what you have to look forward. And I want you to assure yourself of what they are, who they are, and how wonderful and great they are. You'll have your own thoughts and words when you look at the photo of yourself, but the point is that you have an opportunity to reparent yourself. All right? That's really at the root of what this activity does. It gives you an opportunity to kind of take out that inner child, address the traumas that that baby girl or that baby boy went through, and reparent that child within you with love and compassion and acceptance and communication and all the things that might have been missing when you were going through that thing the first time. All right? So This is a super key component, is to embrace your shadow self, embrace your inner child, embrace ultimately the traumas that you've gone through. They were terrible. That's true. And you were hurt as a result, and you didn't deserve to be hurt at all. That was a result of someone else's bad actions usually, okay? But you were, and now you had strength, you came through it, you survived it, you thrived in spite of that, and here you are as a successful grown-up, and you now have the opportunity to encourage that young you inside of you to have the security that you have now created for it. So, sounds a little wild, I know, I get it, but ultimately it does work. So do your shadow work, get to know the traumas, open up your eyes to them, flip on the lights, talk about it, work it out, get a therapist, do all the things, and you can reparent that inner child and get to a fuller place in the here and now. As always, I am just honored that you're here with me and that you're watching this, and I hope that you will like the video, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment below, and if you want to, visit my blog at thehearthabits.com, where I post content every week for you, and I will keep coming to you every week. So I love you, and I'll see you again.